Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that the tensions in Summer and Chance's relationship stem from Daniel's tensions. Summer fights to protect her brother's rights. Summer Newman and Chance Chancellor's relationship is on the verge of a tumultuous turn as events surrounding Daniel's arrest begin to unfold. The situation seems to become increasingly complicated when Sharon Newman, out of revenge, frames Daniel in the death of Heather Stevens. This not only puts Daniel at risk of arrest, but also puts Summer in a painful and awkward position, forcing her to face the harsh reality of her relationship with Chance. Summer has long loved and protected Daniel. She knows the pain he went through after Heather's tragic death. Daniel is haunted by guilt and grief for not being able to save Heather, but deep down Summer knows that Daniel is not responsible for her death. So when she realizes that Sharon is manipulating everyone around her, especially when Sharon tries to plant evidence to frame Daniel, Summer is seething. Sharon, cunning and determined, has been secretly planting false evidence to frame Daniel. Her goal is not only to make Daniel pay for Heather's death, but also to destroy his family, sending Summer into a spiral of pain and doubt. Sharon knows that Summer and Chance's relationship is on the rocks, and sending Daniel to prison could hasten the demise of their relationship. The situation becomes tense when Chance begins to investigate Daniel. As a responsible and law-abiding police officer, Chance cannot ignore the evidence against Daniel, no matter what Summer says. This puts Summer in a difficult position. She tries her best to convince Chance that Daniel was framed and is not the culprit. "You know Daniel, Chance," Summer says, her eyes filled with hope and concern. "He would never do that. Sharon is manipulating us all." But despite his love for Summer, Chance knows that it is his job to act on the evidence before him. The arguments between Daniel and Heather before her death, combined with the evidence planted by Sharon, gradually lead him to believe that Daniel may have had something to do with her death. He struggles internally, but in his role, Chance cannot ignore the serious evidence. Summer, in her anger, cannot accept it. "You're siding with Sharon?" she screams, feeling betrayed by the man she loves. "You know she can't be trusted. You know she's trying to destroy my family." But Chance, as a cop, cannot let his personal feelings cloud his judgment. He looks at Summer sadly, knowing that her words come from a place of pain and love for her brother. "You're just doing your job, Summer. You can't get away with it just because it's Daniel." But Chance's explanation only made Summer angrier. She looked into his eyes, feeling like their relationship was slowly breaking down beyond repair. The already tense relationship was only made worse by Chance's decision to take legal action instead of listening to Summer's heart. The climax of the tension between Summer and Chance came when Daniel was officially arrested. With the direction of the sheriff, Chance had no choice but to arrest Daniel. The image of Daniel handcuffed in front of Summer was a moment she would never forget. Tears streamed down her face as she witnessed the horrific scene. "This is wrong, Chance. He's innocent." Summer screamed, but was helpless. She wanted to rush in to stop Chance, to save her brother from what she knew was an injustice. But Chance could only look at her, his eyes filled with pain. "I had no choice, Summer," he said, his voice heavy. "If there was any other way, I would have done it. But the law is the law." For Summer, this moment was the height of betrayal. Even though she loved Chance, she could not forgive him for arresting her brother, and even more so for not believing her, not believing that Daniel was innocent. She knew that Daniel was being framed by Sharon, but Chance still followed orders without questioning. This was no longer a professional matter, but a personal matter. Summer and Chance's relationship on the brink of collapse. This event was a heavy blow to Summer and Chance's relationship. Summer began to feel that she could no longer be with a man she no longer trusted. Besides, the pain of seeing her brother treated unfairly made her more determined than ever to protect Daniel. Things between her and Chance seemed beyond repair. In the days following Daniel's arrest, Summer has been avoiding Chance. She can no longer look at the man she once loved with confidence and pride. The hurt is so great that every time she remembers the sight of Daniel in handcuffs, she falls into a state of anger and frustration. Chance is not without pain either. He knows that his decision has deeply hurt Summer, but as a police officer, he has no other choice. Although he loves Summer, Chance understands that his job sometimes requires him to put personal feelings aside to do what is right and fair. But he also cannot deny that the rift between them is growing deeper, and perhaps it is time for them to face the reality that this relationship cannot continue. The Young and the Restless predictions show that this tension will continue to increase and potentially end the romance between Summer and Chance. Whether they try to mend it or not, the rift is too great, and Summer may decide to break up with Chance because she can't forgive him for what he did to Daniel. Summer's love for her brother overcomes everything, and she can't stand being with someone who has wronged Daniel. Meanwhile, Chance knows that his doubts and legal obligations have made their relationship impossible to save. And now, both must face the truth that sometimes love isn't strong enough to overcome the challenges life throws at them. Their breakup will leave a deep wound, not only for Summer and Chance, but also for their entire family and those around them, as they are all caught up in a whirlwind of intrigue, misunderstandings, and unforgivable betrayals. Subscribe to Yonder to stay up to date on the latest news on our channel.